Um, all right. Uh, this was a PayPal request from David, and he was the one of the PayPalers where they just send money, and then like yeah. So I had to kind of chase him up for actually a request from him as well. But then he come back with quite a few, and actually quite good ones, because he said Rush at first, but then kind of took that back because yeah, he knows eventually. Which actually I am. I have a Rush album which I was gonna do, but Dark Side of the Moon took its place. Just because it's the 50th anniversary. But the next album I do will be Rush. The next Rush album in the list. But then he came back with this other band that I've never heard of, so that's good because I do love bands I've never heard of. And sent a few tracks. I've got one of them I'm going to do today. But then he also sent this Dinner with Rush, which I actually thought, because he put Key and Pill, he put a Key and Pill sketch as well, and then a comma, and then Dinner with Rush, and I was thinking this was a Key and Pill sketch, but it's not. It's just them having dinner, so this should be yeah. And it's kind of funny because the thumbnail is the three of them just sat there um, having dinner, but it's amazing that them three created such a big sound and yeah, it's very impressive. But anyway, let's go. Dinner with Rush.
Hey, look at this guy. That was this guy. Who are you?
So you look different. Central Command. We have a moral code.
I have an immoral code.
Oh, it's the lights.
Somebody peed on my chair. That's just so rude. I'm just looking at the heads of the dead things.
Yeah, that's why my wife won't come here.
Look at this fish is trying to eat that small, prickly fish.
Yeah, I know. What a stupid fish. I thought you were.
That's gonna be 5 years.
What? 5 years?
5 years.
That's a ripoff, man.
I wouldn't make plans for 5 years.
Well, I
That was
didn't
that
pla-
joke. I
I
don't even
wasn't
buy
planning
green.
on it.
I don't even buy green bananas.
You don't?
No, it's an old man joke.
I just want to know.
I got it.
Checks.
I thought you were paying.
I forgot my wallet.
I did. Actually, I did for. Thank you.
I picked up this hitchhiker. He stole my wallet.
Out of my coat, which was in the trunk at the time, but this guy was amazing. Best hitchhiker I ever picked up.
Okay, I call this meeting to order.
Or the thing. Wash with peaky.
Yeah, after having all those chips downstairs, I think I can only have about 5 courses.
Well, we did a good job of not drinking too much before, because now that we've already
Alex
had 2
Lifeson.
bottles of wine
I
already.
love when a plan works.
I really like Alex Lifeson because he's got, well, he called them old man jokes, but here they'd be called dad jokes. But I love them. I love yeah, I love dad jokes. I do have that kind of silly sense of humour. So Alex Lifeson is killing it.
We're smart.
The washroom,
Every time I-
buffalo, slow roasted, taken off the bone. They're shredded like a southern barbecue style. So that's served on the plate with a little grilled New York.
Is it pretty fantastic?
They don't even serve a steak knife with it. They serve you a butter knife because you don't need a steak. I mean, you can cut it with a fork. So it's really,
Can you get a steak knife if you want?
But do you have to? cut it?
Didn't you bring one?
If you ask me,
I brought my own.
I did. You cut it with whatever you
Oh
want. but-
no, I didn't bring it.
Wah, wah.
I'm going to start with the pork belly, please.
And main course, I like the look of the lamb.
The lamb.
We're going to have the duo of Nebraska Buffalo.
duo.
And the wine list immediately, please.
Hey, have
You
money.
must be a shitty trainer. I need to lose more weight. Stop drinking.
I'm old and
You're
gross.
such a shitty.
What am I paying you for?
You're such a shitty trainer. Why do I stay with you? All right. And you know what? He's his trainer now.
Yeah, that just goes to show
It's the
how
same
stupid I
trainer.
am.
The same.
Congratulations, you've stayed under 300 pounds.
But you're strong as an ox.
I am, but look like one too. Except for the horns. Do they have horns or antlers? Yeah, fortunately,
Your gig is picking the wine.
That's right.
So you won't
Yeah,
be dying.
Would you like to pick the wine?
No, go ahead.
Sure.
No, I'm gonna have this thing. Sure what it is.
Get another white and then go into reds?
I'm good. Whatever.
You're not really.
Could we have a bottle?
Not really.
Joe, not Pinot Noir, please. So I got little gifts. That's yours.
For me, Dirk?
100%. 100%. This is for you. Can't remember that out there, really. I guarantee. Okay, now you can open them.
God, the conga.
Oh my God, a stupid little guitar.
Fridge magnets.
But these are magnetic, right?
I love that.
Hey, that's fake class.
Yeah.
That was a
This is not lead glass.
that was a Mayor Tommy Shanks move. The garbage.
Well, this is great. I like this.
I knew you would find a good use for that.
Pass me the.
I like that. Obviously, Rush has money. I mean, they are a big band, but I love that he bought them fridge magnets. Like, because what this is basically showing is how actually down to earth. Like, they just seem like regular mates just meeting. Like, you wouldn't think that this is the band behind, or the men behind the band with all the genius changes and complex music. Like, they're just like three goofballs just sat round. Like, you could almost think that they're just like, this is their Christmas dinner and they're just some blokes from, I don't know, the builders that work together or something. Do you know what I mean? Just sitting around making dumb jokes. But yeah, this is crazy that this is the three behind some of the most complex music you're ever likely to hear. But let's go. But hold on, before as well, it also, from watching this, you can see why there is that such playfulness in their music too. Because they are just, like I say, three goofballs, just mates, having a laugh, basically, just being stupid. I bet their recording sessions was jokes. But let's go.
I knew that this dinner needed props.
It's simple evolution.
Oh my God, the knife is magnetic. The fork
It's not.
is not.
That is cool. See, I knew we'd be jamming before the night was out.
So it's that Latin feel I was telling you about.
Hey, wait a second. I've been working on this. What do you think?
Best thing you've ever written.
Sounds good to me, man.
If I do say so myself.
Pork belly?
Oh, what'd you call me? Oh, thank you. Pure fat, topped with a layer of fat.
Your favorite.
To change it.
There she is. The one? Don't spill it.
I just remember what Julius Caesar said to the Senate in Rome. Fuck you guys. Before they stabbed him to death. He actually said, oh shit, but they translated it to, oh, ooh.
Latin. It's all
Getting
right.
bad. now.
Pooh.
So Lucas has been starting to woodshed as well. He's been going into the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Even lazy old me. I think it's interesting how you kind of suddenly have to start playing.
For a while, it's okay, and I can sit at a stoplight with the turn indicators on, play along with the click track of the turn indicators on the street.
For me, it's about the fingers. You want the fingers to feel.
Isn't that a horrible feeling the first time you pick up your instrument after you haven't played in a while? The strings feel so ginormous. And it's like, oh my God.
Can I say, I haven't played guitar. I used to play guitar constantly. It was the only thing I did. Now I'm kind of getting some of the toughness back. But if anyone plays guitar, my whole life, like I've played guitar since I was 6. For my whole life, I could put fags out on the end of tips of my fingers because it was just thick, dead skin. I could bite like a massive chunk out my finger and it would still be hard. Like, but then I hadn't played for ages, and where I've been kind of dabbling again, and I can just to put things up on here for kind of just for fun, really. Oh my God, the agony in my fingers! Like it was. You play like one song and you literally cannot put you can't play anymore because your fingers are in excruciating pain. My fingers have gone back to basically soft. My tips was like soft again, but now they're starting to get the thing back. So I know exactly what they're talking about. It's horrible, and it's horrible because if you played an instrument for such a long time, you feel such a connection to it. It's almost like going to see an old friend, and you're just not clicking anymore. Basically, that's what it feels like, and it's a horrible, horrible feeling. And but then I also find it like the guitar is justice in a way, because it's almost the guitar saying you left me, so now you got hurt again for it. Yeah, I don't know, but I know exactly what they're talking about because I've had that recently with playing. Oh my god, the strings is and then you have to kind of play, but then not use the tips of your finger anymore. Kind of put your thumb up, but then that doesn't work because then you're deadening. Yeah. So I get you, Geddy Lee. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
How did I allow this to happen? Where they
Yeah.
got so
I
forward.
don't get that so much until I pick up a tuba. And then I feel totally lost.
I mean,
So
you're
right.
excellent.
No, you're too late.
The mood is spoiled.
We're not alone.
White, white, white is the color of our carpet. Thank you.
Now we're going to I need Mexican Coca-Cola because of the sweetener that he uses.
Well, you can taste them all there.
But you wouldn't. That's the only variation I've ever heard of, really.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
One more thing.
Oh,
She's not so Uma Thurman. Didn't
Yeah.
you used to be married to her? No, that was Buffy St. Marie.
No, but I was married to Uma Thurman for 3 weeks after Buffy St. Marie. We split up because of Uma Thurman.
What did you used to call her?
Uma Thermos.
No, but what'd you call her for short? Like ooh or
I called her. Just be so typical to call her or
Before I die.
or ooey.
She was a lot of fun. She was a good sport. But it just didn't work out after a couple weeks. She had these watch. She had a watch.
She had a
That
watch.
watch used to drive me crazy. I hate fucking watches.
How do you know what time it is?
I don't care about the time. Unless it's
You
going
know,
back.
you didn't feel that way when you wrote that song called Time, where the lyrics were time blinds my eyes with light.
Yes.
He had a watch then.
Ba-doom,
He had a watch then.
pow.
I might have written those lyrics, but I never actually wrote them down.
Yes, you did. I have them.
Prove it.
Not
You
on
can't
me.
prove it on
I
you
can't.
right now. You don't carry them with you?
He will.
I will
The
taste.
smart guy with the lyrics.
This is 1972.
No, it's not lyrics. It's evidence. Thank you.
Proof. What's this 1972 we're talking about?
Vomit.
I know, after a year and a half.
How about this? How about Lurks comes over to my house and we start jamming around and try writing some songs.
Is this some kind of crazy story you're telling?
How many?
What do you think about an idea like that?
Well, I'm down for anything. I'm ready to do that both lyrically and drumistically.
Yes.
And touring-wise, I've got a whole mindset ready for that. I think making an album is the thing to do.
I think making an album is the end goal, but
Yeah.
I think if we start by writing some songs, and if something changes in the way everybody's feeling, we can shift gears. There's no downside to starting to write songs.
No.
That's the way I look at it.
Of course, it's going to be fresh, whatever. Let's go and do the tour that we did last year. That's not going to happen. Obviously, we do songs is the best.
I mean, we could do almost anything
That's exactly it.
because there are almost no practical considerations anymore. But speaking from my own personal needs creatively, I think I need to write something. I need to
Okay.
be involved in something substantially creative. And I sense from my good friend here over there that he needs the same thing.
I've got some great ideas. And I'm speaking from the heart.
Oh, yes.
And the good thing about writing is that we can change our minds halfway through and do something else
Yeah.
without anything lost, right? I mean,
I have a question.
only if you don't try to pull that earwig out of your ear.
I know I can't.
Why don't we write some songs?
Right now, let's start.
I got a notepad here. It's in this pocket.
He's a
Oh,
writer.
you're gonna
He's
write some
writing.
lyrics?
I can write things down right
Can
now.
you write some lyrics?
Right now.
Well, that's why I brought the drum. This is a man ready for work.
Okay, here.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix. Wait a minute. You want a lighter? You gotta light that thing
Don't put anything in your mouth.
up. Okay.
Honestly,
Come on.
I pay
There you
good
go.
money for that thing.
Why are you killed?
Oh, you make me feel so
Such
sick.
an idiot.
Oh, thank you, Dirk. I was dying to hear that all
At the
night.
same time,
Oh, Lord.
at the same time you said that, I said, "You make me feel so sane." I'm going home a saner man. Thanks.
You don't know where that guitar has been.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He doesn't care. Have you had
You
a
could have
swine
H1N6.
Few 6'9".
flu? So writing songs, you say?
I think we should write songs.
How
We should-
many?
We could actually, you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I was just thinking, just
Some.
When?
like right now.
Where?
What I thought was that
What if we
Lurks
were
and
just-
I...
On the,
You're getting into a weird area here.
Monkeys?
I don't have a chance to miss you. I see you all the time.
Yeah. He's only glad you moved a little farther than 2 blocks away.
Now he's like 4 blocks.
Yeah.
I still go to his house and I knock on the window and I see him see me.
You don't see me. Do you?
Don't see
Yeah, I
me.
see you see me,
You do?
and then you run into your house. Like I see his face. I actually see his face. He goes like this.
was running in his house.
But it's only because I love you.
At first I thought,
I want to keep the memory of you so
How
pure.
much love can a guy take? That's all.
I'm not an idiot, you know. At first I think,
Yes, you are.
at first I think,
Oh, he's surprised.
but then I realize, he goes like this.
He actually says my name and then runs deeper into his
I'm
house.
gonna die again.
That's not
You
true.
got my driver's license. See?
Don't kill Pratt.
See
It's
what he
not
can
good
do.
for business.
Smoke.
Think of the children.
Well,
He's crying now. We made him cry.
oh no. I just peed my pants.
You have your bag though, right?
Sir.
I think we've been successful in destroying these people's film. I will remind them
Stop.
that I said you would regret it.
You
I
said
just
that?
wanted to say that.
I said, don't be surprised when you discover how boring we really are.
I'm
Did, but I
moved.
do.
Cut!
Well, I've got to say that was the furthest thing from boring. That was actually great. Alex Lifeson is just a troublemaker. Like, you could see Geddy kind of wanted to get into like, but I think Alex Lifeson is just a natural rebel. he just, he was just on joke mode. I also like know how Neil Peart, didn't Geddy Lee call him Pratt as well? Was that a joke on people always getting it wrong? Because it's Peart, isn't it? But I like that Neil Peart is almost like Alex Lifeson's audience. Like, he's kind of egging him on with his laughing at him. He's encouraging. That's what it is Alex Lifeson is the troublemaker, and Neil Peart is the one egging him on to do things. Go on, do this, do that, like that person. Yeah, but that was jokes. Alex Lifeson is but they all are quite funny, and it is like, I thought that without even hearing them be so jokey and juvenile with each other, it was weird even just seeing them just doing something regular, like sitting down, eating dinner together. I mean, obviously they do. You just don't think of it. You just kind of think that they're always in a studio just working on things. But yeah, when you see people like Rush being just regular, and they are so regular, like, yeah, so regular. I also thought Geddy Lee looked a lot like a Lord of the Rings elf. Like he looked like he'd be good with a bow. I think it was how his hair was done and tucked behind his ears. Yeah, yeah, that was good. That was actually well good. And it was very it was well done for the fact that it kind of felt like, I suppose what it was meant to do was, yeah, make it make you feel like you're just sitting at the table with them, kind of laughing. Um, yeah, that was a good request, though. And like I say, Rush will come next, but I have Dark Side of the Moon because yeah, I have been saying I'll do Dark Side of the Moon for ages, and but I literally had Rush. I think it's Signals is the album I'm up to now. When I downloaded, um, and I was literally there to do it, but then yeah, Luke, who's a big Pink Floyd head, and we was talking about Floyd doing Dark Side of the Moon last year, and then he kind of PayPal'd me again and said, "Now's the time to do Dark Side of the Moon." So I was like, "Yeah, all right." Um, so that's why Rush. That's the only reason why Rush got put back because it was Rush. Rush was in that. Yeah, was in that seat until then. But they will be coming up as soon as I'm finished with Dark Side of the Moon. But yeah, anyway, that's the reaction. Sweet.